Oh, there's a lot of drama that's come with his name over the years.
Mystery.
There's a lot of haters out there.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who trolled him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know, I was there.
In terms of Steve Harvey.
Who doesn't talk about Steve Harvey? His picture just appears on this little, he's a clickbait. Steve Harvey's clickbaiting the social media world.
He's a viral conversation.
Yeah, he's clickbait. Yeah.
And what do you think? Why do you think Steve is clickbait or viral?
Because he's crossed over. He's crossed over, and he's a comedian. He's a radio host. He made one of the biggest blunders in media history when he survived that and became an international star. Steve Harvey can go to any country in this world, my friend, and be recognized. That's why he's clickbait.
Yeah, I also feel like we try to, maybe we know him, but we don't know him, maybe. Like he's a,
Oh, there's a lot of drama that's come with his name over the years.
Mystery.
There's a lot of haters out there.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who trolled him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know, I was there.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not fair to live that life.
Internally, how do you guys deal with that when you see nasty headlines or stuff coming out?
From a social media standpoint, you delete them, you hide them on Facebook. You realize eventually that it's a troll to set up to do that. So if you delete them enough, usually it goes away. Because nobody in general is just nasty.
Yeah.
You get comments periodically, but when it's an organized approach and the comments are vicious, that's not a regular person. That's an action by a group to demean, to undermine, to hurt. Anybody can. That's what comments are for. Comments. You have a right to make a comment, but you do not have a right to viciously attack somebody.
What's your biggest misconception you think, or the biggest misconception that we have with Steve? The crossover thing, it seemed to have put a little dampen in our relationship with Steve as a community.
That's called success. You know what I'm saying?
I talked to Terry Vaughn, actress Terry Vaughn?
That's my girl.
Right. Talked to her about Steve, and she just felt that he never changed who he was. And we concluded that with him maybe not.
What do you mean when you say that? He never changed who?
In terms of, she said he was always kind of cocky when she met him, always brass,
Yeah, that's what successful people do.
Talking his mess,
That's what successful people do.
So I think what you're seeing is that's just another side of him. I think he's still that same smart ass Steve. He's still that. But now you're also seeing another side of him that he never had to show before.
And that's interesting too, because when you're wealthy, there's a sense of humility that people want to see. But you you maybe connected it with if he's still kind of a little bit of the fast talking Steve from back in the day, and now he's getting success and he's not turning off who he is.
Right.
That's probably how he comes off. So
still the same.
We kind of concluded to where I wonder the fact that he did gain success, that there has to be a sense of humility that we like to see with people that have success. And Steve is still being himself, so therefore it comes off.
I think that because of the way he dressed, his success, he's a down-to-earth guy, country boy, loved to fish. You look at his programs that we put together, his mentoring camp, the Disney Dreamers, a lot of give backs that you know nothing about. He'd walk by a homeless person and give him $100. I've never seen him walk by a homeless person and not give him money. But that's not something you read about or you tell. Now, can Steve do a better job of telling his story? Yeah, that's his option. But why does he have to? Why does he have to reveal everything about him when he's doing what he's been paid to do, entertain? And then he takes some of that entertainment success and assist kids that aren't even his kids and make them have a better life. So what people do is make up stories. Now, we all know technically probably the only mistake that public that he made was his relationship with Donald Trump. He even admits that was crazy.
Did you ever have a conversation about him with that?
Yes, but I won't say it on air.
Okay. But that was definitely like it was like the last.
That was a political suicide with black people. Yeah.
Like,
And he knows that, and he said that. He said that many times.